Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Santan Valley, Arizona. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you for being here. And I do a few lives a week, and I also do private videos for my classes in the mail. So if you do those, then you have seen those videos too. So it is Wednesday, the 2nd of December already, and this is my Whatcha Makin Wednesdays. So before I get started, I'm gonna look over at my computer and make sure that we are in the right place, that I'm not where I'm not supposed to be, because that can happen. Okay, so today I am going to show one of the upcoming kits. So I'm not big on showing stuff that you can't purchase yet, but this is a really cute kit, and you actually can kind of get this right now. And it comes with, you get the cute little set with it, but it has a box. It comes in a cute little box, and I love boxes. So even when you use all the cards up, you still have the cute little box to do something with. So that's what I'm going to show today. Because if you decide, I want this kit now, I don't want to have to wait, you could actually add this to your starter kit and get it right away. So keep that in the back of your mind as we do the fun cards. So let me switch the camera over and we'll get started. Okay, hold on. I put the dog in the house because he was having a fit earlier. We're getting new water meters or something, so they were at the door. So it's like crazy here today. All right, so let me get myself adjusted. And that looks pretty good. All right, so there's a little stamp set that you'll need. And then it's kind of like all of our kits. So you have your little instruction sheet. And I usually cut the instruction sheets up because it's a fold out thing and it's just flip-flopping all over the place. Because then I just have the sheets I need, and then the directions are on the back. So then I can just kind of keep this aside and work on the cards individually without the instructions flip-flopping all over. So the stamp set is super cute. I love the saying, the quote, whatever you would call it. Hey Marcy, hey Ann. So this might never go back in the box. This might be one of those things that sits on my shelf so I can always use it, because that is just too cute. So this is a fun set for sure. Okay, so what you kind of want to do, and this is what I usually do, is I get all my stuff stamped ahead of time. So it tells you what inks you're going to need, and you're going to need Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to get my stamp pads open, and then I just put the greeting that goes with it, and I just set it right on the pad. And then that way I'm not by mistake going into the wrong one. You're going to also need Granny Apple Green. And I had to show my pads some love and give them a little squirt or two of refill. So I'm like, boy, I color too much if my ink pads needed to be inked up. But it's always good to start with a nice inked up pad. All right, so the other colors you're going to need are Mango Melody and Pretty Peacock. And those are what is suggested for the kit, because that is, like when you look at this card, that is what is part of the card. So then it coordinates and is all beautiful and everything. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my things stamped and ready to go. And then let's see here. So you are amazing is this one. So do you like kits? I do, like, because sometimes I just want to stamp and I don't want to have to use my brain. Does that make sense? I don't want to have to wonder about, well, what goes what and what goes where. I just want to stamp and have fun. And I think that's why like classes are so popular, like the classes in the mail, because people are the same way. They just want to get their stuff and they just want to make without having to think. So that's why I love getting the kits. All right, so there's your You Are Amazing. Now, I have done a set, so I only have the 3 left to go. So there are 4, you know, you'd be doing 4. All right, now the thanks is a granny apple. And I'm reaching over. I should probably bring my pad closer. All right, so we have our thanks. And another reason why I like to do my stamping first is so that it can dry really well on the paper while you are getting other stuff ready. Just because sometimes it takes a little longer for it to dry, and then you don't have to worry about it getting blurry or rubbing off. All right, and then we'll do the other things. So it kind of reminds me of a super duper paper pumpkin. All right, so there's my thanks. Then I'm gonna spin this around. And happy birthday is in the mango. And then I'm gonna close these pads when I'm done because I know they're just waiting for me to put my arm in them. All right, so I put the dog in the house so we didn't have to listen to him. So hopefully he's doing as he was told and he's going to lay down. He's an old dog, that Toby, so he's not too good about doing what he's told, for sure. When you get to be as old as him, I think he deserves to just be a rebel. Like, look how cute that happy birthday, even the thanks with the banner. This is such a cute set. All right. So I'm gonna do my other happy birthday. And then the last one is the pretty peacock. And then that's going to go this way. So I even inked up my pretty peacock. So it's probably going to be really juicy. Let's see. I don't want that to get any, a little bit of a border. Ooh, perfect. All right. So then what I'll do is I'm going to set these off to the side so they can dry. That way I don't. So yeah, they're changing the water meters. They stuck a thing on the door. I didn't go to the door because I was busy. I wasn't expecting anybody. I thought it was Amazon and they just usually leave stuff. But when I checked, because the dog was still making a racket, they just put a little hangy thing on the door. So, all right, so I'm just cleaning those up really. And then I'm just going to close these pads so I don't have a disaster on my hands. So yeah, so then when I went and got a drink of water before my video, the water's going, and I'm like, okay, they're doing it right now. So it's a good thing I didn't have laundry going or something. All right, so all my pads are closed. Stamp sets are set aside. All right, so now the fun part is, and at least this is what I do. All right, so now while my stuff is drying, I pop out all my other little pieces for the cards. And then they're all ready to go. So you got these pretty little stars. And you can see I already punched one out from there. And then it's like an assembly line. So what I like about these is you can have a Christmas movie on, huh, Marcy? You could have a Christmas movie on. You could do whatever. You don't have to think about it. This is like this matte foil kind of look. It is gorgeous. I love that. And if you wanted, you could actually keep these pieces and you could put them, watch. I mean, I'm not going to put them with that, but if you cut, now you have, like, look what you could do. So you would have extra little pieces. So, like, don't throw these things away because you can use them as, like, embellishment pieces. So anyways, because that foil paper is just too pretty to throw it away. So keep your scraps for sure. Right? So there's my foil. You also got twine, which is super fun. And it does tell you like how long to cut your stuff. Sometimes I'm a rebel and I don't do what I'm told. But hey, that's all right to be a rebel. All right. And if you're here watching, let me know where you're from. I'd love to see where everybody is from when they're watching. Here in Arizona, the weather is just beautiful. So here's some more. Not necessarily any patterns you could pick, but you could always do something with the edges on them. It's not as pretty as the scallop, but the foil paper is just too pretty. So, and then we have some banners. So I have all these little stacks of stuff. Strathroy, good old Strathroy, Marcy. I have such fond memories of going to high school there and all the good food in London. Yeah. Oh, isn't it bad that you remember? It seems like whenever you go on a trip or have a memory, it always seems to trigger like a food memory. That's it is with me. And I just remember always, we weren't supposed to leave at lunch, but we would sneak over to, was it Vanderhook's candy store in Strath? And we'd come back with face pullers and the licorice shoelaces. I just always remember food. Like that now, even when we go on trips. So, what was it? Baklava? Was that Greece? I don't know, but that was good. Okay, so now we are going to go to the cards. So let's start with this one right here. And what I'll do is I'm just going to do one for the video because of the time. I don't want you to have to be here like all day watching, but I'm just going to do one and then you'll know like how to do like each one. So I'm going to set that aside. So for this one, you need one of these beautiful peacock matte foil kind of look. And you need this one here too. You also need a thanks. So let me peel one of my thanks out. You also need a thanks. And you also need one of the cards that is just the plain peacock card. All right. And then it also says about your ribbon. Now for me, I did my cording a little bit different. It said how long to cut it for. But what I did was I wrapped it right off the spool. So it went around twice. And then I'm going to trim it. All right. And then I take my magical Scotch tape and I'm going to tape this down on each side. Just pull it a little taut so that it's not going to go anywhere. And you could trim this if you want. So now I have the Scotch tape holding the twine in place. Then I'm just going to adhere my circle and about there. And then I'm going to adhere the other circle. And I just slide it up underneath the twine. So you just have your 2 circles there. Then you're going to take your thanks, and I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'm like looking all over. I swear every time I do, the dimensionals disappear. All right, so I'm going to use the dimensionals. And I'm kind of putting them on the top so that when I put it on here, that the top of the dimensionals will be above. Right. So I either hear the dog making a noise or it's the water people making a noise. I don't know which, but I hear something. All right, then I'm going to put my thanks, and I'm hoping it's straight. It's hard to make sure with the phone, like right there, right where my eyeballs are. All right, that's super cute. All right, then since I have cording going on there, I'm going to use my glue dots to stick it down just to make sure it's good and secure. Just because whenever there's something that kind of breaks up the cardstock from gluing directly to the cardstock, like the ribbon does, you need something that gives you that extra little bit of a thickness for your adhesive. So the glue dots work perfect. All right, so then that is going to go on there. Let me move it up so you can see. I think I might be too scooted down. All right, so that's super cute. And now what you're going to do is I'm going to go back to my twine because it wanted you to wrap it around and then tie it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my twine and I'm going to go up underneath those 2 pieces, grab my twine, and I'm going to cut a piece off. And I only grabbed it under one because this is live and always something's going on. Okay, so then you're just going to tie it in a pretty little bow. Like that, super easy. And nobody is the wiser that you didn't wrap it around and tie it like it said to. So super cute, right? So that's that one. So here's the one I did earlier. Pretty much the same. Because I like to always do one ahead of time because then I kind of learn like what not to do or what I will do differently. So that's why I always do one ahead of time. All right, and my glue dot is like driving me nuts. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one here. Now this one, and I'm going to do it how it says. All right, now this is 27 inches. So that part I'm not measuring because I loved the final look of it on the card, but I do not see myself actually doing this technique that much. So, but I am going to do it because just so you can see. All right. So what you do is you have your cord, and did I grab it? So this kind of reminds me of when you were a kid and you used to sew and you didn't, I don't think we had a needle. I think we just sewed in the holes, right? So we couldn't hurt ourselves. So that's what this kind of reminded me of. So I'm holding the one, and you're just supposed to go down and pull. But it cannot always be like easy, but I'm definitely doing it like you are supposed to. So down and pull, down and pull. So this would be the perfect kind of thing to do when you're watching a TV show too, right? Like, you don't have to think about it. You just sit there, do your little twiny things. But this one is not my favorite in regards to this technique. So I'm only going to do 4. I'm only going to do 4. All right. Because then I'm going to finish the card. Because I do love the finished look, so I'm going to leave all of this loose. All right, so then what you need to do is you're going to attach your vellum to the card. Now remember, you can see adhesive through the vellum, so you want to make sure that you know where you're going to be gluing things. So I know I'm going to be gluing things right in the center. So then I can put my adhesive right in the center, and I know that you won't be able to see it through. Because see how you can see that adhesive? You wouldn't want that look, would you? You wouldn't want that look. All right, then I'm gonna take one of these cute star pieces, and that's going to go right over top of here. And you could use dimensionals. I'm just using adhesive. So I'm gluing that right on top of there. And another thing you could do is you could totally build your card before you put it on the main card. So you could put all your pieces on your vellum, and then when you turn it over, you know exactly where your pieces are so that it hides your glue. So you can do it that way as well. All right, and then we use the fun happy birthday that I love so much. All right, so we have our happy birthday, and I'm going to use dimensionals to pop it up too. So I'm so thankful that you are joining me today and seeing this fun new kit that's coming. All right, throw those pieces everywhere. Okay, then we have our cute little happy birthday. So fun. So let me show you what it should look like if I were to finish this, okay? Because I kept it up enough that I can go back and add more. Like, that's why I didn't cut this, because I want to go back and add more. I just don't want you to have to sit there and watch me do it. So here, what it does when you have it all, and it does look cute with the twine all looped on there. It's just you don't want to have to sit and watch me necessarily do it, but it would be perfect for, like I said, sitting and watching TV. Okay, so now we have these fun little flowered cards with these cute, I don't even know what kind of flower it is, but it's super cute with the yellow. All right, then we have my little stack of stuff. So you need this piece. You also are going to need one of the yellow banners. You also need one of the gorgeous matte foil-like embellishment pieces. And we need the You Are Amazing. So all of these sayings in this set are so cute. So cute. All right, so that's going to go on there. So let's get it started. So I am just going to attach this piece on here. And the thing with kits are fun because you can do them with a friend. You can have them order their own kit, and then you can do them on Zoom. So it's perfect. In fact, keep watching your email, because that's one of the things we have coming up with Over the Border. We do have, it's a different kit than this, but we have one coming up in the new year. So keep watching for that. All right, so I also want some twine, and I'm just cutting a big old hunk of it. But what I want to do is I'm going to take my dimensionals, and I'm going to put a few dimensionals on my banner like that. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals off, just the 3, so that it's held down. Get on there. But this side is still floppy. And that's going to allow me to get my cord up underneath. I want to do it a couple times. So it allows me to put my cord underneath, and then I'm able to tie it. So I could probably go one more time because I probably cut it longer than I needed to. But it allows me to tie it, and then that banner is not flip-flopping all around. The only flip-flops we want going on with stamping is the ones on our feet. And if you live in Arizona, you still might have flip-flops on your feet right now. Okay, so there we go. So there's our tie. Super cute. Just push it off to the side, and then you can reach up underneath, take the backing off the dimensional, and now it's good to go. So it's a lot easier to tie your cording on your banner that way. All right. Then let's put our little You're Amazing on here. And I'm just using adhesive. I'm not popping it up or anything like that. So that's going to go on there. But I do want to pop this. I want to straddle that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, so I'm looking ahead. So when I look at my card, I'm looking here and I'm like, okay, I'm going to pop it up. So I want to put my glue dot or my dimensional here and here. I don't want to put the dimensionals so that they're touching the banner, because then it will raise it so it's not even, because then it would have the thickness from the banner. So I just want it to be the same height as the banner. So by straddling the banner, you will get that. All right, so I'm going to put that on there. There we go. Super cute. Now, of course, if you have embellishments at home, you can add your embellishments. You could change up the twine. It's really up to you. All right, so here is the other one I did. So the one I've been looking at. So pretty much the same. This one, my ribbon's a little bit bigger because this one was kind of almost too short. All right, and then the last one is the super fun striped one. Super cute. All right, for this one, we're going to need the gold, the gold strip. We also need a piece of vellum, and this one has the fishtail at the bottom. So it's the banner, so we need that piece. So again, we need to be, watch where we put our glue. All right. We also need one of these gorgeous matte foil. I don't even know what to call it, but it is just amazing. And then we need our little hip hip hooray, 3 cheers for you greeting. And then we can toss this in the garbage. All right, so let's start to assemble. So we have our pretty little foil gold piece, and it just gets put right on the card. And then if you put it on the bottom so it's even, it will just lay perfectly so that the top is good. All right, so same thing. So let me show you what I meant about assembling it on your banner. So we're going to assemble it here instead of here. So I'm going to put my little, my foil scalloped goodness on here. And you still want to make sure you don't get any adhesive here. All right, and then we're going to put our greeting. Now the greeting, I'm actually going to use dimensionals because I did the one before and I just used adhesive. And I want it to pop a little bit. So this time I'm using the dimensionals. Yes, this is such a cute kit. So this is in the new January to June mini catalog. All right. And then that just goes on there. And I love that shine of that foil on the back. So now we know exactly where we can put our adhesive. So we know, like, we can put adhesive all on here because when we glue it to here, we won't see it, okay? But first, we need to put a little bit of twine. But you know what? I don't know if I want twine on this one. Can we be a rebel and not put twine? because I'll show you the one with the twine. All right, so I'm just putting my adhesive, and I'm going right to here. Super fun, super cute. I think this one might be my favorite. Can you have a favorite card? Because I think this one might be. And I'm not even a gold person, but I like that one. Okay, so here it is with the twine tied on the top. So see, it adds a little bit to it, but it's really up to you. So I like them either way. And you can see I didn't have this one inked up, and then I inked it up, so it's a lot more darker. So this kit is super cute. And like I said, you can order it January the 5th, or if you want it before then, just join my team. Easy peasy. Pick it in your starter kit. Stamping with dye. That's where you can get more information. You like it better without the twine? Good. I'm glad I did it without the twine then. And then you have extra twine, so when you use too much on one of the other cards, you have enough. So, but it is cute, and I think it's one of my favorite. I mean, I like the rainbow and all that kind of stuff. So that's super cute. So, okay. So December, we have a new code, and so that's what you want to use if you're ordering from my store for this month. And then remember I showed you the cute little ladybug trinkets the other day, so that's to remind me. So that is the ink incentive that you get if you order before tax and shipping in the month of December. In the month of January, when you get your thank you card, you'll get your own little accessories with the ladybug trinket. So they're super, super cute. So I'm glad that you like that better without it. All right, so that these are the super cute cards, and then they'll just go in the box. And then once I send them out, which I will send them out, and then this one I'll have to finish my twine. Then I have the cute little box to put other stuff in it. I love it, I love it. And then you have the fun little envelopes. I didn't even show you the envelopes. Let's see. What's going on in the envelope? Oh my gosh. Super cute. There's stuff going on in the inside of the envelopes. Oh, gosh. Look at it, look at it. All right. Gosh, gosh, gosh. Super cute. So you've got your cute little envelopes to go. So this will keep me busy for a little bit, getting these all made. And let's see. Let's see. She touched the phone. She touched the phone. But I always like to come back and say bye, so it's just not my hands or whatever. But so thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you did like the little kit. And so I hope I'll see you Friday in my Facebook group at 2 o'clock for my dies shorts. And if there's anything that you ever want to see, always let me know here in YouTube in the comments. Always say, hey, could you show blah blah blah, or on the Facebook say the same thing. And then it helps me come up with ideas too. If you say, I would really like it if you would show, this stamp set, or how to use, whatever. I love getting suggestions. So, all right, I'll stop blabbing as usual. I'm a big blabber. And I'll say, have a great night, and I'll see you Friday. All right? Bye-bye.